Hi guys, Martin here with another roundup of all the latest racing game news straight from the Team VVV website. Just in time for Christmas, Bugbear has unleashed their pre-alpha build of Next Car Game, their smashing spiritual successor to Flatout. 2 cars and 3 tracks are included, with more content to come in future releases. From what I've played so far, it's certainly living up to its potential. Damage modelling in particular has the potential to set new standards in racing games. You can watch some of my hands-on videos with the alpha build in the links below, featuring some of the 24 car racing action, plus a look at the demolition derby mode. I also call some mayhem with the technology demo crashing cars in creative ways. Elsewhere, there are plenty of other big announcements in the PC sim racing world for Christmas, starting with the news that the Nurburgring is coming to Assetto Corsa in September 2014. It's part of a DLC package with 10 cars chosen by the community. A pretty significant development. Actually, it's rare to see the famous track in a PC racing simulation, as well as the first time the track has been properly laser scanned for a racing game. The developers say it will be the most faithful virtual representation of the track ever to be released. Of course, whether Turn 10 can release their rumoured laser scanned Nurburgring for Forza 5 before Assetto Corsa remains to be seen. We also had the latest content update for Assetto Corsa, which added a drag racing mode and 3 track performance cars, the BMW Z4 GT3 and the Ferrari 599XX, along with the legendary Ferrari F40 and first generation BMW M3. The patch also added numerous tweaks and fixes. You can read the full list on the site in the link below. Slightly Mad Studios also got into the festive spirit with the announcement that the iconic British track Brands Hatch is now available in Project Cars, the first track to be perfected with laser scan data. It comes as part of the latest update to the game, which also adds a host of new cars to play with. The Le Mans winning Sauber C9, the Ford Sierra Cosworth, Mercedes 300 SEL and the Ginetta G55 GT3. Future content for Project Cars has also been outlined, as Slightly Mad announced Renault as the latest manufacturer to hop on board. 6 of their most noteworthy road and racing cars will be featured, from the humble Renault Megane to their Alpine Endurance prototypes. You can read a full car list in the link below. Meanwhile, there was lots of iRacing news this week. We had the announcement that the V8 Championship winning Holden VF Commodore will be appearing in the subscription-based sim next year, along with 2 new tracks. We have Monza and also the iconic Imola. Both of these are a long way off though, since the photographers and laser scanners aren't even commencing work on the tracks until a few months' time. RFactor 2 even has some new content in the pipelines after months of silence. Here we see the Honda Civic British touring car, a new car that's scheduled to appear by the end of the Christmas holiday, plus the return of the quirky Panels Roadster, which some of you may remember from the original RFactor. Elsewhere, the team has been working on their Indianapolis track, which is coming along very nicely. We've got a selection of screenshots on the site, so do check those out. Forza 5's economy has finally been revised after the controversy surrounding the microtransactions. The new patch has slashed car prices by up to 50%, while some of the more expensive cars, such as the Lotus E21 F1 car, have been reduced by up to 60%. More money is also rewarded for winning races, which should reduce some of the grind. The patch also reprises the track racing and drag racing and tag multiplayer modes. Meanwhile, Gran Turismo 6's economy has also had a similar revision in its second patch update. But more noteworthy was the inclusion of the new Red Bull X Challenge events hosted by none other than Sebastian Vettel. A full list of changes can be found on the site in the link below. We also had the release of Mario Andretti's 1940 Hudson Hornet stock car, available in a unique seasonal event. You've all heard of complete or definitive editions of games re-released with months worth of DLC, but Milestone have gone the other way with MotoGP 13 Compact, a new lightweight version of MotoGP 13 that gets rid of the career mode and slower bike classes. It's available at a cheaper price, but only as a digital download on PS3 and PS Vita. The PS Vita version is out now, while the PS3 version will be out in January. Meanwhile, their upcoming MXGP motocross game on the other hand is now being confirmed for release in March 2014. A new video released by Milestone interviews the real-life riders of the championship, who provide their feedback on the game in a special studio session. You can see what they had to say in the video in the link below. We'll also have another unexpected bike racing game to look forward to next year as well. The MX vs ATV series has been resurrected by Nordic Games after its demise with THQ. Their new game, MX vs ATV Supercross, will be released in mid-2014 on PC, PlayStation 3, Linux, Mac and Xbox 360. Apparently they're planning to bring back as many features as possible from MX vs ATV Alive and Reflex. But we'll have more on that soon. Ridge Racer is celebrating its 20th anniversary with the mobile release of Ridge Racer Slipstream. It's out now on iOS, but unfortunately Android users like me will have to wait until next year to play it. Also, it's a paid game, and yet it still has microtransactions. Work that one out. Namco Bandai has defended this decision, however, insisting that it doesn't intrude on the main game. You can find out why in the link below. Renowned British racing developer Technics, best known as the developers of Auto Club Revolution, has launched ETX Racing, the company's first own brand consumer-focused label, similar to Codemasters Racing in fact. NASCAR 14 will be the first game to be published under this new label. Elsewhere on the site, James has composed a preview of everything we can expect from the upcoming Autosport International event. Alan will be at the event too, so you can expect lots more coverage on that next month. That's it for now, but I'll be back next time with another roundup. In the meantime, be sure to check out teamvvv.com for all the latest racing game news, and you can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter.